Okay, hello, welcome to this weather update. It's a little after 7 p.m. Last day of February 28th, 2021. And pretty upset about what happened, and haven't really gone anywhere today. Just kind of just stayed in all day. We've had rain too, which also doesn't help. So this is the radar here, and you'll notice the rain. We're getting a little break in it. It's lighter rain, but it was pretty steady and heavier earlier on a few hours ago. But you can see, look at all this severe weather that is over Kentucky and Memphis and Nashville. This is severe thunderstorms here. And there's actually quite a bit of lightning with these too as well. Yeah, I know. It's the last day of February and we're seeing severe weather in the Midwest. And there's been some tornado watches actually issued. If we go ahead and we look at this on the weather and hazards map, you'll see, look at this. We got a bunch of tornado watches and flash flood warnings and some severe thunderstorm warnings as well in effect here. So if we look at the legend, you'll see that the dark red color there is the... Why is this not popping up? It's not listing them all. Oh, it's not listing them all. Oops. Yeah, we go over here, you'll see, click over here, you'll see that there are flood watches in effect here. So flash flood warning remains in effect. Tornado watch. It's pretty severe weather. So I don't see any tornado warnings. This is a severe thunderstorm. There's nothing there for that area. But you can see the stretch of severe weather going on. All right. And we load up our observations, you'll see what the conditions are across the area right now. So it's not that warm out there. We're in the upper 30s, low 40s. It's kind of breezy out there. Wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour. And we're going to have to talk about the wind too, because that's going to be a problem. We do have looks like a wind advisory in it that's going to be issued, and there's a flood advisory. So there's going to be a wind advisory from 4 p.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. But then there's also a flood advisory for parts of New Jersey as well, due to all the rain we're getting. So let's take a look and see how much rain has fallen already. We're going to go ahead and look at the historical and precipitation. Let's see how much rain has fallen. Of course, we got to set this up for 1 a.m. here. Okay. Actually, it doesn't look like that much has fallen. But we did have a steady rain earlier on. I guess it wasn't that rainy of a day. Looked a lot worse on the radar than it actually was for us. But we're going to get more rain because we're going to get the piece of that severe weather that they're getting down to the south. So, looking at the satellite imagery here, you can see here that we have cloudy, plenty of clouds around, obviously. And if we pull out the CONUS view, you will see here's that storm system here. Look at that thing. So it's stretching all the way from Texas all the way to the northeast. Behind it, though, we got some nice air. Before we get there, though, we're going to deal with some severe weather, some rough weather. All right. So let's go to the models here, and we will get right into it. So here's that second piece of energy here. All right, so we got a little break, but then we're going to get that second piece of energy overnight into Monday morning. And it finally gets out of here later Monday. Then this high builds in. Look at how close those isobars are. So we're going to have some high winds Tuesday, especially in the morning. Then we get rid of those winds. That system still gets suppressed to the south. And we have this really strong high that builds in for the weekend and brings us some nice weather. All right. So let's go into this. Let's go to the local view. And we'll go to the NAM 12. This is the 18Z run. So you get an idea that we will be getting that second wave of rain. And that'll probably give us, and that rain could linger probably into the early part of the afternoon, perhaps. Now it just seems to want to be slower on moving out, but hopefully it's out of here by like 3 or 4 o'clock. But by the time it's all done, total accumulated precip could still be an inch. So we could still see an inch of rain according to the NAM for our area. Let's go look at the HRRR. And I don't have the 0Z in for that, so I'll have to again look at the 18Z. HRRR. Actually, probably could use the more recent run, 11.5 hours. So here we go. And again, it's just going to linger. Here we go, Monday. So your morning is going to be wet, and it's finally going to get out of here, like I said, by the afternoon, hopefully. We look at the HRRR. You will see that the total cumulative precip is a little, it's coming a little more in line with the NAM now that we could see an inch of rain, because again, some of this is coming off that severe weather in the south, all right, in the south, central south, I guess if you want to call it. Yeah, this is what we're going to see here with the rain, all right. So now that that's out of the way and we get done with the rain, let's go back to the GFS. And I only have 886 hours of the GFS here in the precip mode for whatever reason. Let's go to the temperature mode. Yeah, gives me enough. All right. So tomorrow we're going to start off mild. The temperatures will rise as we get into that heavy rain because there'll be some moisture with that. And then the temperatures will be probably staying in the mid to upper 40s, maybe 50 degrees. Then the cold air comes in, and it gets blustery for Tuesday morning here. And those wind chills are going to make it feel like it's in the single digits. Temperatures in the 20s. And for Tuesday, we're going to be struggling to reach the low 30s with that wind. And then it's milder already on Wednesday with high temperatures already in the upper 40s to 50. But the cold air comes back into the picture as we head to the later part of the week. You'll see highs again below normal in the mid 30s as we get toward the weekend there. All right, and the cold air kind of sticks around until we get into the middle of the month where we see that warm up. But I'm not going over the long range in this. I did that yesterday. Got enough going on. So let's go look at the skies. The next thing we'll do here. And obviously plenty of clouds tomorrow. I don't think you'll see the sun maybe just before it sets. But Tuesday, we should have a mostly sunny day, though. The GFS seems to want to indicate some kind of lake effect streamer that might try to make it down to our area on Tuesday. That's always a possibility. Wednesday, it's trying to bring some high clouds, and so it may not be as clear on Wednesday as we originally thought. Thursday, we still got some maybe some clearing going on. Here's Friday. You can sort of see that storm system sitting off to the east there. So that might spread some instability, cloudiness over our area. But again, that's a ways away. Let's go look at the NAM. And I will get to the wind, I promise. Toward the end of this video, we'll talk about that wind advisory. So get rid of the clouds for Tuesday. Here's Tuesday. Maybe some patchy clouds around. Maybe some patchy clouds and the instability. We'll have to see how that pans out. But like I said, you can see that lake effect streamer right there that's going to try to come down. There won't be any flurries with it or anything, but not right now anyway. I mean, if you look at the precip chart. Let's look at this. It's not even generating any precip on it. So probably just clouds, a band of clouds probably with that. So I think that's it for the cloud models. I'll go to the RGEM. Just use the RGEM. One more cloud model. RGEM's more bullish about Tuesday being completely clear, and Wednesday might be clear as well. So I'll have to say, either way, you're going to get sunshine both of those days. So let's go to the GFS here, and we'll start looking at those wind fields. And I will go to windy.com too as well, because the winds will become an issue. So here you go. So this is what happens Tuesday morning. You could see sustained winds, particularly over the east end, possibly 30 miles an hour. The more west you are, the less winds you're going to get. And the more east you are, the more winds you're going to get. So that's why there's going to be a wind advisory needed, probably for a good part of the day, especially on Long Island for Tuesday. And then the wind isn't a problem anymore after that. We can look at the NAM 2 with the wind as well. This is the NAM 12 with the wind. And you can see it's some pretty impressive winds there, mostly on the east end and offshore. But again, some pretty impressive winds going on with that pressure gradient between the low and the high building in. So let's go take a look at the wind on windy.com, which uses the European model, so you can get an idea of what's going to be happening. You can see here 11 p.m. You can see those winds really picking up. West wind at 31 miles an hour by midnight on Monday there on the east end. These are sustained winds here, and then as we go into 4 a.m., it kind of holds its own there, and these winds stay up 30 miles an hour. So when you couple that with the temperatures, it's going to feel pretty chilly. But as you notice, by 8 a.m., the stronger winds are mainly confined to the east end, and the winds back off everywhere else, and then they start backing off a little more by the afternoon. And these are, again, just the sustained winds. All right, so I'm going to back this back up to Monday night, and we're going to go ahead and look at wind gusts, because this is where things are going to really get interesting. So this is 11 p.m. You can see wind gusts up to 43. Could be some wind gusts approaching 50 miles an hour, perhaps, especially on the east end. See, here we go. 61 miles an hour at Montauk. 53 in, looks like around Ridge. You'll notice that, again, it's the western areas don't really deal with too much. I mean, they got wind gusts 37 mile an hour in New Jersey, but again, if you're in Suffolk County, your wind gusts are closer to 50. And it starts slowly backing off throughout the day. But it's going to be pretty damn windy on Tuesday for sure. So you're going to have to really bundle up. If you go outside with that wind chill, it's going to feel pretty cold. So that's going to bring this weather update to an end. I wanted to make sure I had put one together for you, despite all the craziness going on. And I have to also work on a Long Island news, local news update too. There's a lot of stuff going on that News 12 isn't talking about again. And we have to keep talking about it. We have to keep keeping on, no matter what these people, whoever they are, try to do and intimidate us. The stronger we speak up, we just have to stand up. Don't be like Phil Ing. Don't be a wimp. Thanks for watching. Take care.